Hello guys, yes, today we are talking about Pabllo Vittar and whether or not she will be on RuPaul's Drag Race. What we're doing today is a couple different things. I'm going to be going over the different stuff that I have researched on Pabllo, and we're going to be talking about some of those things. I have two music video clips that I need to do a kind of sort of react to, and that is KO and Open Bar. Now we're going to be looking at a lot of different things that Pabllo has done, a lot of different media that she's done during her career, and at the end of this video I'm going to be talking about whether or not she would be on RuPaul's Drag Race or not. And this, guys, is a video of discussions and things and stuff. Now I have done my best to research Pabllo as best as I could, but a lot of interviews and things like that are all in Portuguese, so it's been very difficult for me, even with closed captions, to get a lot of information, so I'm sorry if I have missed anything, but I have done my best, okay? As I said, this is a discussion, so if I have missed anything out, please make sure to leave it in the comments below and we can talk about this. And if I have said anything in this video that is extremely wrong, please make sure to let me know and I will correct that in the next Drag Race Universe discovering video. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So this drag queen has had so much success in her short time. She started drag when she was 18 years old. 18 years old. And she is born in 1994. I was born in 1992. She is 2 years younger than me. And she is so famous. Now, a lot of you guys recommended Pabllo to me, and that is the reason why I'm doing this video. You guys control this kind of media. And I wanted to do this video on Pabllo because it's something a little outside of the realm. Pabllo is a Brazilian queen, and I thought this would be really, really interesting. She is 100% a fantastic performer. She is a singer, a songwriter, and just overall a pop star, a Brazilian pop star. So we're gonna do first, we're gonna look at a couple of images of Pabllo's, just so we can get a real feel of who she is. And if you don't know who Pabllo is, you can like put a face to the name. So she is absolutely stunning. I don't know if, I've had a little look around here and I've tried to figure out whether or not she can sew or if she can do anything of that case. I've struck a bit of a blank with that. And from my research, I have kind of come to the conclusion that she doesn't, but please let me know if that's wrong. So her looks are so spot on. Absolutely looks like a unclockable woman. Fantastic. So a lot of stylistic choices here. I wish I could read the comments, but I cannot read Portuguese. But she is very rock star, very pop star. So a lot of the queens that we've looked at, they have very quite iconic styles, like Aquaria, Van Von Odd. They've got this whole drag persona going on, where as Pabllo kind of just has this very strong female impersonation. It is almost how I would like to describe Courtney Act, because Courtney Act is very feminine looking. And look at this is stunning fashion right here. The fashion that she has is exactly what I would expect a pop star to be wearing on a stage. Like these are the outfits I would see modern day Lady Gaga wearing, or I could see Katy Perry on the stage. These are full on pop star performance looks. But her makeup is absolutely flawless and on point, and the clothing that she chooses is quite relatively provocative, but I know I'm saying this a lot, but it's just very pop star-esque. It's what I would expect to see in a music video. It's what I would expect to see on a stage. I wouldn't necessarily say that her looks are high fashion, but they're very pop. They're very pop looks. Like she's imitating the look of a superstar, which she is. And by me saying that she is a pop star, that is not even a overstatement that I am selling this. Her content is so well shared. Let's keep in mind that this is a person who is 22 years old, and they have a single that has 120 million views on YouTube, and that's followed quickly by another 34 million views on YouTube. This is a drag queen that has surpassed RuPaul's numbers. Do you understand what I'm saying here? So she is relatively fresh on the scene. She did start doing drag when she was 18, and as I said, she's 22 now. She started doing drag when she was 18 because her boyfriend got her into it, and it was kind of like a joke at first. But the funny thing is that Pabllo is actually, in a way, a drag baby, which it's a drag race baby, because she watched RuPaul's Drag Race after she had started doing drag as kind of a little joke, and then it opened her mind to this whole bigger world that drag could be for her, and that's how she slooped into doing full-on drag. And just recently, she started to release music around 2005, 2006, and now it's built from there to the point that she has her own album, which I have listened to a couple times now, and I have to say, this music is a jam, and I mean that in the most AAA title sense of the word. Now, not to put down the craft or the art of other drag queens out there releasing music, but there is an extreme difference between Pabllo's album that is called, I'm gonna slaughter the hell out of this and I am so sorry, Via Pasamal? There is an extreme difference between what she has released and what we usually see from drag queens. There isn't a, her album here can rival that of the most top pop stars recently. It's got that signature beat, that dance vibe, it's got the melodies, and also her voice is incredible. It can really rival those top albums that are charting at the moment, like the top queen, not queens as in drag queens, but the queens like Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, all those kind of things. Actually, this album is better than whatever Witness was. I'm trying to forget about that. Now, if you would like to check out more of Pabllo, you can totally do that on YouTube because she has a channel and she has actually gone into doing a little bit of vlogging. There isn't too many videos on there. I've watched a couple of them. It was a little hard to get into because I couldn't understand what they were saying, but she lives the life of a rock star. She was getting tattoos done. She was going in and out of fashion places. It was a whole thing, and also showing a lot of shows, humongous shows. Before we get into the idea of her being on RuPaul's Drag Race, I want to watch those two big music videos, which was KO and Lean On. And I have avoided watching those throughout my whole little research that I've done, purely because I wanted it to be a full-on reaction. So, without any further ado, let me do that for you. Okay, so let's do this. I'm so excited because this music video clip, I don't know quite what to expect. I know from the thumbnail that it looks like there's a bit of boxing going on, but I guess we'll see. Adore is quaking. See what I mean? She is a performer. This is wine in this mug, by the way. Can you see? 120 million views. Like, if you only speak English like I do, I could still bust a move to this. Feel the vibes. Unclockable. Absolutely beautiful. That booty though. We've gotten so many ass shots in this. She is so, I know I've said this heaps of times, but she is stunning. So, that is like the 5th ass shot. I'm not complaining. It's fine. So, it is quite a simple video clip. There's nothing like incredible about this, but oh, it's sexy though. Damn. She's a flat-chested queen as well, from what I can see. I just noticed that actually. She never quite has a bust, does she? That was really hot. Super sexy. I know they could have taken that a lot further, but that was hot as hell. Oh, Major Lazer as well. That's something else we have to talk about. Major Lazer was a huge part of her becoming quite famous as she is now. I wasn't quite expecting to do a relative reaction to this, but God, here she is. Damn. Wonder how many straight boys watched this and just thought, damn, she's the hot, and then later found out. God. Major Lazer has a lot to do with this video clip in particular. See the vocals? Fuck. Anyway, sorry, I wasn't expecting to do any reaction with that, but I almost forgot to mention Major Lazer, which I would have heard about in the comment section. Major Lazer, if you don't know who he is, he did the huge, massive song, You Know No Better. It's one of the top at the moment. And he did a song with her, and that is another big reason why she shot to fame. 145 million views. I mean, really. Anyway, let me move on to the next song that I wanted to have a look at, which is Open Bar. Now, I believe this is one of her first music clips she ever released. Really, really big deal. Super excited to have a look at this. Okay, so I knew she did a cover and I just got it. Okay, so Major Lazer's song, Lean On, right? This one right here. This is her Open Bar song is the cover of that, and I knew this. I didn't connect the Major Lazer thing until right now. Sorry. So this is her cover of that, but the Portuguese version. This is very her vocal range is so, her voice, sorry, not her vocal range, but her voice is very rustic and very, not unusual, but it's very pleasing. And that is throughout her whole album as well. It is so cool that someone so mainstream, a DJ that makes massive music, has incorporated this world. It is fantastic representation. Which, good on Pabllo for being that icon. This translation is fantastic. I don't know if she's saying the words correctly or whatever, I would imagine so. But what I mean is, I can still get it. Because sometimes when people translate, say, like K-pop songs into English, the whole jam is lost. But this jam is here. I think it's a lot to do with her presentation of the song as well, which is a huge part of why this still works so well. So fishy. Okay, that was so cool. All right, guys, so let me get into the discussion about whether or not she would be on RuPaul's Drag Race. So here's the thing. We know that she's a fantastic performer. We know that she's got the vocal range. We know that she's a really good entertainer. What we don't know, what I don't know rather, is whether or not she can sew, which, I mean, you don't need to be an amazing sewer to be on RuPaul's Drag Race. People have gotten through without having to do that. But I think it's a huge factor in a lot of ways that you should be able to do some kind of sewing. Maybe she can. I don't know. Is that a factor why she shouldn't be on RuPaul's Drag Race? Absolutely not. On the outside of things, I don't really know how good her English is. I haven't been able to find any videos where she's speaking fully English, so that could be a problem. I guess what the question is would she be on RuPaul's Drag Race? I think she could definitely be on RuPaul's Drag Race. I don't really think it's a matter of will she be on RuPaul's Drag Race? I think it's a matter of does she want to be on RuPaul's Drag Race? From what I have seen of her, she is so well established as a performer, as a singer-songwriter, that I don't really know if she needs to be on RuPaul's Drag Race, or if it would, I mean, I think if she was to be on RuPaul's Drag Race, it would definitely help her career. But I don't think it would would it hurt her career? I don't know if it would hurt her career, because if she didn't go far in the competition, it might be a bit like, well, whatever, or I mean, I don't know. I don't think it would hurt her. I don't think it would hurt her career. I think if anything, it would just give her more exposure. But she's already so huge. Oh, sorry. I already think she's so huge in what she does that she doesn't necessarily need to be on RuPaul's Drag Race. Now, in saying that, the reason why she got into drag on the first place was because RuPaul's Drag Race opened her mind to what drag actually was. So if she was approached to be on RuPaul's Drag Race, or if she had the opportunity to apply for RuPaul's Drag Race, I think she would. So, will we see her on RuPaul's Drag Race in the future? I think that is, in my mind, at this stage in her career, I think, oh God, I almost choked on everything. I think that is a definite 50-50 split for everything I've just said. Would I like to see her on RuPaul's Drag Race? Definitely. I think that would be absolutely fantastic. But I think all the other contestants would be quaking. I think on another side note, I think it's very interesting with the whole RuPaul's Drag Race universe and drag universe in general, is that we are moving into this new, very interesting era where we are finding drag queens who are so popular on social networking sites and in their own right for whatever they do, that some of them will want to become famous. I've said this before, that they will want to become famous outside of RuPaul's Drag Race, almost like it will be, it's almost like it's a bit of easy mode to go through RuPaul's Drag Race, but it's harder and more valuable to go through fame of being a drag queen outside of RuPaul's Drag Race, which Pabllo is definitely doing. Most follows on Instagram, heaps of exposure on YouTube. I mean, she is killing it. But let me know what you think in the comments below of what you think if Pabllo will be on RuPaul's Drag Race or not, or if you think she should or she needs to be. Guys, thank you so much for recommending Pabllo to me. I hope a lot of you enjoyed this. And look, if this is the first time that you've seen my channel, I make a whole bunch of different videos on here. A lot about pop culture, a lot of RuPaul's Drag Race, a lot of stuff. I make 2 videos every week. One definitely on a Saturday and another on a Wednesday. On a Wednesday, I usually have a little look at a TV show that's going on, but that's not really happening at the moment. So what I'm thinking I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a recap of interesting pop culture news that's been happening throughout the week and reporting that in a fun, interesting kind of way. So that might be happening in the future, but we'll see what's happening on Wednesdays. But you'll definitely get 2 videos a week from me at the very least. Everything in my mouth just got destroyed then. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you really enjoyed this, there is a subscribe button below this video. It is a little rectangle. It says the word subscribe. If you hit that button, you'll be notified every time I upload a video. Isn't that amazing? And guys, I will see you next time. Bye.